Hi, I'm Alex Noonan. I'm a developer advocate at Dagster Labs, and today I'm going to give you a quick introduction into Dagster, a Python data orchestrator designed to transform how you build and manage data pipelines. And I'll show you how Dagster helps you move from reactive firefighting to more strategic, reliable data engineering with its superior developer experience for writing data pipelines and managing them over time. Pretty common if you're a data engineer to have a downstream stakeholder surface a data issue for you. And what happens next is you usually start the detective work of logging into 5 different tools, checking your orchestrator for the pipeline status, digging through DBT logs, and jumping into your data warehouse to validate that the data is there, and then over to your monitoring system to check to see if anything failed. And by the time you piece together what has happened, you've lost about 2 hours and you're still not exactly sure what else is affected. You're building data infrastructure blind with no single view into how your tables, models, and reports actually connect together. And this fragmented tool chain forces you to be reactive. You can't see the ripple effects of changes, you can't easily test modifications, and when something does break, the root cause analysis can become a project into itself. But what if you could see your entire data platform in one place? What if testing a change was as simple as opening a pull request and you could understand dependencies at a glance? And this is where the Dagster framework shines. Instead of thinking about tasks and workflows, Dagster centers everything around assets, the actual things that you and your stakeholders care about. Assets are your tables, your DLT resources, your ML models, your BI reports, and Dagster understands your entire data platform from ingestion to BI tools and everything in between. And we're super proud of the work we've done with DLT Hub to build our integration with DLT. You can define your DLT sources and pipelines like this in Python, but you can also use Dagster's component system to define DLT loads in YAML, like so. This creates Dagster's global asset lineage graph that tracks all dependencies automatically. It knows that if this DLT run fails, these DBT models and Power BI reports will be stale. And let's see this in action. Starting local development is as simple as running dgdev. No Docker, no heavy dependencies, just a lightweight web server that spins up instantly. Now I can see all my DLT sources as first class assets in Dagster. Each DLT resource becomes a Dagster asset, and I have immediate feedback on my entire data lineage. And integrating DLT locally involves 3 simple steps. You can scaffold a DLT component using DG scaffold, configure your DLT sources and pipelines, and customize your Dagster asset properties. Dagster handles the orchestration while DLT handles the data extraction and loading. And here's where it gets powerful. Each DLT resource becomes a Dagster asset, and Dagster can run these assets in parallel on your local machine. And if your DLT source has multiple resources like GitHub issues, pull requests, and Stargazers, and when I modify my pipeline configuration, these changes are reflected immediately in Dagster. This tight feedback loop allows me to iterate on my data extraction logic and catch issues before I deploy them. And when you're ready to deploy, you have a few options. You can deploy Dagster open source to your own infrastructure using Kubernetes, Docker, or even a simple virtual machine, or you can use Dagster Plus, our managed platform, which takes away all that complexity. Additionally, with Dagster Plus, you get powerful features like branch deployments. So when I open a pull request, a ephemeral Dagster instance is created in a staging environment so I can test my changes. So my teammates can review not only my code, but actually test the pipeline behavior before it hits production. So no more pushing and praying. In production, whether you're using open source or Dagster Plus, you get observability. But Dagster Plus adds features like a data catalog, freshness SLAs, and real-time insights and monitoring all in one interface. You can see which assets are degraded, understand the blast radius of failures, and get proactive alerts before your stakeholders even know there's a problem. And this fundamentally transforms how you work. Instead of hearing about issues from stakeholders, you get early warning alerts. Instead of debugging in production, you catch issues locally or in staging. And instead of guessing about data quality, you have continuous monitoring. And just like software engineers track SLAs, you can now track pipeline success rates, freshness SLA compliance, and time to resolution. You can actually measure and improve your data platform's reliability. If you have people that depend on your data, this is essential. And because Dagster supports multiple teams working together safely with separate code locations and fine-grained permissions, you can scale your data platform without the headache. And Dagster isn't just another orchestrator. It's a framework designed specifically for the unique challenges of data engineering. It gives you a developer experience you deserve and the observability you need to build reliable data platforms.